Hello and welcome to this sleep aid tip. And today I'm going to be discussing something I've already talked about in another video somewhat, but because I get this question so often, I figured I would come back and touch on it again. And that is, a lot of people ask me, what kind of bed should I buy in terms of what's going to give me the best sleep, what's going to be best for my back. Since I'm a chiropractor, a lot of times they'll ask me that. And the answer I have is going to depend a little bit on your specific needs. Now, there's a lot of different beds out there. They really fall into, I would say, four main categories. The first category is conventional mattress and box springs type of bed. And those are fine. You get a good one that's got a lot of support and you find it comfortable. There's nothing wrong with that kind of bed. The second type is the water bed, which is less popular, even the motion-free. They're less popular. I don't usually recommend that type of bed. The reason why is that, especially if you're sleeping with a partner, there's a lot of motion, and they tend to not support the body very well, so a lot of people who get those beds wind up having problems with waking up sore and that kind of thing. So if you're one of those people that just loves a water bed, by all means use it. But if you're looking for a new bed and you're thinking, hey, that might be a great thing to get, I would think twice on that. The third type of bed is the Tempur-Pedic. And Tempur-Pedics are extremely popular. They're relatively expensive, although not that expensive compared to a high-end conventional mattress and box spring. But the thing about the Tempur-Pedic is that there are certain people that don't like it. And one of the biggest complaints I hear about the Tempur-Pedic, especially here in South Texas, is that they're very hot to sleep in. And so if you're living in a warm climate where it gets pretty hot in the summertime, like here it's probably going to reach about 100 degrees today, and it'll be in the 80s tonight. It can be kind of uncomfortable to sleep because you sink into the Tempur-Pedic foam and it doesn't breathe real well, so you wind up feeling really hot. So that would be the one consideration I recommend you think about on the Tempur-Pedic. Some people also find them a little too soft, and they actually still wake up sore even though they're getting relatively good support. It just doesn't work for certain people. So I recommend that if you are considering a Tempur-Pedic, to go lie on it in a store somewhere for several minutes before making a decision. You may feel kind of silly lying there for a long period of time as people are walking around the store and stuff. Do yourself a favor, feel a little silly, spend the time on the bed and see how it works for you. Now, the fourth option is the one that I recommend the most in most situations, especially if you're sleeping with a partner, and that is the Sleep Number beds. The reason why I recommend those, especially when you have a partner, is that you can alter the amount of support. And different people are going to find different amounts of support more comfortable or less comfortable. So that ability to change the level of support and have two different levels of support on the different side, on each side of the bed, that can be a very big advantage if you're sleeping with a partner. And some people don't find the Sleep Number beds particularly comfortable, and I think that's usually with people that like a softer bed, because you can make the Sleep Number fairly firm, and for those people who like a softer bed, it may not be super comfortable. Kind of a hybrid, if you will, between the Sleep Number and the Tempur-Pedic beds is that you can get a Tempur-Pedic foam mattress topper to go on top of a Sleep Number, and that's probably the most expensive option that you can choose. But a lot of people find that as a good alternative. They find that I've had some people that have reported to me that they just couldn't get comfortable on any bed, and then they wound up getting a Tempur-Pedic topper for their Sleep Number, and that worked out really well for them. So those are the recommendations I have. Is basically, if money is no object, I would go with the Sleep Number bed, and if you find it a little too firm, even on one of the softer settings, try getting a Tempur-Pedic foam mattress topper to go on top of it. And unless perhaps if you find it hot and you live in a hot environment. But that pretty much covers my advice on beds. What it really comes down to is everybody's a little bit different, and because there's so much difference from one person to the other, I think the Select Comfort or Sleep Number beds are usually going to be the thing that works the best, especially if you're sleeping with a partner. So that covers it for today. Thank you for watching.